Hey everybody, welcome to my first video. This is Flat Top Designs, and what I'm working on today is the RTR Mustang 24 scale from AutoZone. And for those of you that don't know, these have working lights. Now the lights work off of opening the door and or closing the door, and you'll see that it's got headlights, it's got tail lights, and it's got underglow. And it works either way. They only stay on for like 5 seconds and then they'll shut off. And it doesn't matter if you open the door or you close the door, they turn off. And then when you close the door, they'll turn back on again. So kind of a cool deal, but kind of sucks that they turned off. And I always wanted them to be like, I want to turn them on when I want to turn them on. So that's kind of what we're going to go through today on how you actually can make that happen. So first off, you need to take the 6 screws. There's 2 there, and 2 right there. This one in the middle here is the battery box where all your little batteries go. But you take all those out, and then the car itself will come, just come apart like that. So what you're looking at here now is, oh, hold on, sorry. All right, so what we're looking at here is the wires for the switch come from right here, okay, and they're going down into the circuit board right here, okay, and then the wires for the power are coming out of the negative here and the positive here, and they're both going into the circuit board. This set of wires right here are to run the lights for the body, and then this set of wires right here are to run the lights for the underglow on the chassis. Those come out of here, these come out of here. So what you want to do is get rid of this switch right here and have it on a different switch. So the switch that we're working with today is this little guy right here. So here's the switch that we're working with. It's just an on-off switch. Okay. And it is these switches right here that I got off of the Amazons. So this is actually pretty straightforward. Now, keep in mind my archaic deal here, because it's all just kind of hot glued together for right now, because I didn't want to try to permanently put everything together and it didn't work. But I can show you what I did. So on this, I have the positive wire off the battery, plus the positive wire for the chassis and the positive wire for the body all ran together at this point here, okay? The negative wire for the body and the negative wire for the chassis are all ran into this side of the switch. And then the power wire, or the negative wire off of the batteries, is going to the other side of the switch, okay? So this here, this would have been where the wires go up to the chassis off the circuit board. And this right here, no, sorry, I'm backwards. This right here would have been the wires that went to the switch on the door. And this plug right here, if you can see it, where's that? Right there. This plug right here is where the wires came out to go up to the body for the lights. So, like I said, I combined all the positive wires together, combined the body and the chassis positive wires together, or negative wires together, and then came off the battery onto the other side of it. And then, as you can see, did they turn on? Not yet. There you go. Like I said, it's all hot glued together. And so it's kind of, the connection is not the best, but you can see that the lights are on. And if you wait about 5 seconds, they won't turn off. So they are staying on constant the whole time. And that's what you want. So you see now they're just on all the time. You can see the tail lights are on, the headlights are on, and the underglow is on. And then when you hit the switch, it all turns off. So that's basically what you want to do. Now, the other thing that I want to do with this switch is, and I will show you on this car because it's a whole lot easier than trying to flip this guy back over. But inside the trunk here, let's see if I can get some light down here so you can see it. So if you open the trunk, there's actually a space in here. And right now I have a switch already in here because I wanted to see if it would fit. But if you see in there, there's some dead space in there, which is a perfect spot for this switch to live. And that way you can just open your trunk and actually hit the switch on and off. Now I know a lot of people would try to incorporate the switch into the chassis itself, but then you have to actually pick the car up and hit the switch and so on and so forth. This way you can just open the trunk and then just close it back up again and it stays on. So I'm gonna have to get more wire in order to run back, because the trunk itself is right here where this serial number is. This is the trunk floor here. So if I just cut this out in order to get that switch in there, and I can just cut it the same size as what the what this housing is, and leave the posts underneath, because these posts will go any direction that you want them to go. You can bend them down and like this, so you can do however you want. So if I do it like that, then I can just, you know, put a spade on there and hook it up that way, and then it just sticks. It'll just stick up through the trunk, and I can just turn it on and off. But I need wire to run from here all the way to the back of the chassis there. But once I do that, then it should be all done and should work. So yeah. Oh, also on a side note, I painted all these wheels today in chrome, and we are using, for the chrome, this is that new stuff that everybody's been talking about, and it is, hold on, I'm trying to get it up on, excuse my mess too, it's been a crazy day, but Fusion Firm Ultra Shining Fluid Silver Foil. This stuff, I have to say, is amazing. I bought it off the Amazons, and it was super cheap. And it comes in a bottle. It's got, I will show you real quick. I'll take this out. So it has a bottle of the silver, and it has a bottle of clear. You can brush this on. You can airbrush it. You could dip shit in it, I suppose, if you really wanted to. It does come with a brush on the inside of this, which, to be honest, not the nicest brush, but it actually applies pretty well. Just try to get this open for you really quick so you can, I'll show you the brush. But that is the brush right there. And it's super easy to use. You don't have to put a base coat down. Like all this stuff here was just, as you can see, was just printed resin. I didn't base coat it. I didn't do anything to it. I just literally painted this stuff on, and it is coming out pretty amazing. These wheels are for a project for a GT40 that I'm doing, and these here are for a 250 LM that I'm building. So I wanted to, this is going to be the, like I said, the base, and then I'll paint from there. These will probably be gold or bronze on the stars. These will be orange because I'm doing a Gulf livery on the GT40. So there's just kind of side note on that. But that is about the end of that. If you've got questions or comments or whatever, go ahead and put it on down, bleepy bloopy down there, and whatever, and however that works, because I don't have any idea. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and enjoy the day. See you.